Hi friends, it's Miss Erin from the Herrick District Library here with another baby story time for you. This story time is designed for those of us who are expecting infants into our lives through about 18 months or so. This is really interactive between the caregiver and the young child, so I encourage you to have them with you while you're doing this, or sometimes we're not in the mood to hang out, and that's okay. Please feel free to just hang out with me, and then you can introduce these songs and rhymes to your baby later. My goal is really to introduce you to some really easy things you can do throughout your day that will help your child get ready for that early literacy piece that is so important to their future success in school. So let's get started. I don't usually do themes. I'm not really a theme kind of person, but this just turned out to be something where we're going to talk a lot about opposites. We kind of talked about opposites a little bit with our socks coming on and off last week. And this week, I thought I would just keep doing this. I wanted to highlight that our July early literacy calendar is being released very shortly. So I took sort of a clue from that. If you are not familiar with it, our early literacy calendars are daily activities that you can do. I get really anxious about early literacy calendars. When I see calendars with dates, I go like, oh, I have to do it all. That's not, please don't feel that way. Just think of it as a list of ideas of things that you can do together with the young child in your life that will sort of give you some more ideas. Or oftentimes you'll look at it and you'll go like, oh, I do that. Go me. Because you're doing a great job. Like you're already doing a lot of this work. So don't stress out about it. But we wanted to make sure that you knew about it because when we recently did a survey, we realized that there were people who didn't know we had it. So one of the activities this month in July is play big steps, little steps, where you call out which step you're going to do and you do a big step and then you do a little tiny step and you take like tiptoe steps. This is obviously something we can't do if we're not walking yet. If we're walking, we can definitely do it. If we're not walking, there are ways that we can do it. We can do big steps with our legs. So we could do big step, little step, like that. Big step, little step. Or we can go big step, little step, just like that. So it's just about making sure that they can sort of feel the concept. You can also do it with their arms, big step, little step. Interestingly enough, I did look up the baby sign language for big and small, and this is big, and this is small. So even just having them do those motions, big, small, introduces them to those concepts, and again, they can feel it. The movement can help them really cement those concepts in their brains. So I thought we would do a couple of quick little songs that you can do that highlight these opposites. So first one is super easy. It's to the tune of Open Shut Them, which is also itself Open Shut Them, early literacy opposite one. So this one, we're just going to go big and small, big and small, big, 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 small, 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 big and small, big and small, big, 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 small, small, small. We can also do it with fast and slow. For this one, if we can either have them roll their hands. I find that can be a little tricky with some of us who aren't ready to roll. You can do it as bicycle legs to get those little legs moving. So you could go fast and slow, fast and slow, fast, 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 slow, 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 fast and slow, fast and slow, fast, 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 slow, slow, slow. And I'm not going to sing this one, but obviously another one that we probably really like to do would be loud and quiet. So you could do that one too. I also wanted to introduce you to one of these rhymes. This is from a children's librarian out in Arapahoe Colorado. She wrote this, and it has just sort of swept the nation over the it's been out for like 10 plus years, but it's such a great opposite and introduces so many opposites with our movements that I wanted to make sure that I did this one too. So for this one, we're just going to move our hands in some big and small motions. And then we're going to go tall, 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 and short, short, short. And then we're going to do fast and slow. And yes, yes, yes. And no, no, no. It's a really good one to introduce us to yes and no. Here we go. This is big, big, big. This is small, small, small. This is short, short, short. This is tall, tall, tall. This is fast, fast, fast. This is slow, slow, slow. This is yes, yes, yes. This is no, no, no. You can repeat that one over and over again. If we're not old enough to do those motions, you just have them, you just make their hands, their little hands might not even be out yet, but we can just have them move their arms those ways to sort of mimic you. And if we're old enough to do it ourselves, I know you just did it with Miss Erin, didn't you? Yeah, you did. This is actually one that I think could work as a diaper changing song a bit, but it's also a great one during playtime. For this one, I would have them on your lap facing you if you're not going to do it during diaper changing time. So for this one, they're going to roll. We're going to roll their hands, and then we're going to push and pull. But you want to make sure that pushing is happening from their perspective. So you're actually going to pull them towards you. So it'll be push and pull and clap, clap, clap. And then we'll go up and down and fast and slow and yes and no again. So here we go. So it's, again, have them on your lap, sort of facing you. Otherwise, they can be on their backs on the floor, and you'll just sort of roll their hands. Just make sure that the push and pull, again, is from their perspective. You don't want to push them because they'll be feeling sort of a pull movement. So here we go. Roll, roll, sugar babies. Roll, roll, sugar babies. Push and pull and clap, clap, clap. Roll, roll, sugar babies. Roll, roll, sugar babies. Up and down and clap, clap, clap. Roll, roll, sugar babies. Roll, roll, sugar babies. Fast and slow and clap, clap, clap. Roll, roll, sugar babies. Roll, roll, sugar babies. Yes and no and clap, clap, clap. Just like that. Obviously I did this because I'm assuming that I have a baby in my lap and that our hands aren't quite open all the way yet. But so yeah, again, I think you could probably do that one as a diaper changing song, and you could roll their legs. You don't even have to roll anything, but if you can come up with a push and pull or even an up and down when we're putting our legs up and down, you could roll, roll, sugar babies, roll, roll, sugar babies, up and down with their legs. And the last one is another one that I think you could probably use as a diaper changing song. I'm always trying to look for ways for you to sort of sneak things in so that you don't feel like you're doing something extra. So this is, I think, one you could do. It's roly poly. And or if we're getting dressed or undressed, it's a good one for that. This is how this one goes. Roly poly, roly poly, up, 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 up. Roly poly poly, roly roly poly, down, 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 down. And that's one where you can lift them up and bring them down. You can lift their legs up and bring their legs down. You can lift their arms up and their arms down. So there's lots of different ways, and I would encourage you to do it multiple ways so that they can feel that this is up and this is up and our legs are up. That way they can really get that movement included You can also do that with, we'll do it with in and out. And again, I would do it with their legs, but you could also do it with their arms with in and out. Roly poly, roly poly, in, roly, roly poly, roly, roly poly, out, 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 out. So those are just some ideas of ways that we can introduce some really important concepts, opposites, that helps us tell the difference between things, which will help us be able to recognize our letters and the differences between our letters when we finally get to that stage. We're not to that stage yet. But being able to recognize differences is really, really helpful. It's a skill that's really important for us to have in order to get ready to recognize the difference in letters, which is going to help us get ready to read. So hope you enjoyed that one, and we'll see you next time. Bye, friends.